Okay, let's see now. Let's see if this stream is working. Okay, I think it's working. The YouTube Live Studio seems to be working. Alrighty. Now let me turn on my game. There we go. Alrighty. Let me walk around. Sipping my heart attack juice energy drink. The ruined fort. I'm gonna go around the ruined fort. Just gonna walk the perimeter. Who knows what I'll find. Oh, that's a big rat. Can't reach target? Well, you're gonna pull out your bow, step back and shoot him. You need to heal. The main guy, Sorry, I kinda got caught with my pants down. Bolton the Barbarian swings at the giant fierce rat. Cassandra the Rose shoots her bow at the fierce rat. Does a little bit of damage. Tessa the Priestess heals Bolton. And Arthur the Sorcerer shoots a bolt of fire at the fierce rat. Bolton the Barbarian again swings after getting hit. And the fierce rat is down. Let me heal Bolton again. Yeah, sorry, I didn't narrate that very well because I was just kind of caught with my fucking pants down. Pardon my French, but I that was an ambush. Whew. I'm going in and out, that's why the music's playing. So, I went around, scouted out the perimeter of the fort, the bandit fort. Now, you enter this abandoned fortress. This was a small outpost placed here to keep watch over the vast expanses of the cavern to the west. Now it is in ruins, abandoned by the Avernites. When you look around, it is clear that someone has since moved in. There are people living here, though you doubt that they're the legitimate owners. The buildings to the west have been roughly patched up, and you can hear loud, raucous singing coming from inside. Whoever lives here is drunk, rowdy, and considering the number of bandits roaming this area, probably hostile. Okay. There we go. Oh, there's a barrel. What's in the barrel? A stein mug. I didn't take it. And there's a crate here. Oh, a lovely crystal. Nice. Inventory. Radiate ice. That scroll will go to my wizard character. My wizard just got a new magic scroll. There's skeletons in here. Crude bow. Shoot that skeleton, and it's dead. Tessa, the priestess, uses smite on the other skeleton. Arthur, the sorcerer, bolt of fire, down for the count. Bolton, the barbarian, swings and kills the cave worm. Cassandra, the rogue, shoots the other cave worm. And, of course, I'm gonna conserve magic with Tessa, the priestess, so she shoots the cave worm with her bow and does some damage, but Arthur, the sorcerer, shoots and misses with a bolt of fire. Bolton, the barbarian, swings, misses. Cassandra shoots, hits, and kills the cave worm. What's in here? Herbs and a potion. So, energy potion. The herbs go to Tessa, the priestess. What else is in here? More skeletons. Bolton, the barbarian, rushes in, cuts down one of the skeletons. Cassandra, the rogue, runs up with her sword and hits the other skeleton. Tessa, the priestess, shoots that skeleton. Arthur the sorcerer shoots it, the skeleton that's nearly dead, with his own bow, and it's down. Bolton the barbarian swings his sword down. End combat. Priest spells. Minor here. Bolton's taking some damage. Clay brick. So far, maybe about you hear a shout of alarm coming from somewhere near the keep's main entrance. You fervently hope that the bloodthirsty yells are coming from Avernite soldiers who have finally roused themselves and come to drive out the brigands. Yes, it would be nice if life worked that way. Oh boy. I don't see any enemies. Where's the enemies at? Oh, they're behind me. And in front. Bolton the barbarian flings a crude javelin at the thug in front and misses. Cassandra the rogue, gets her bow out and shoots the other thug and does a decent amount of damage. Tessa the priestess gets her bow and shoots one of the thugs. Arthur the sorcerer takes a few steps back and casts bolt of fire on the thug coming around the corner and kills him. Bolton the barbarian throws another javelin and does a lot of damage. Cassandra the rogue pulls her sword out and attacks the thug up close. Tessa the priestess shoots the thug with her bow. Arthur shoots the other thug with a bow. I'm gonna turn the corner and go back. There's more of them. More! Stabbed. Tessa. Oh, there's a lot more. Jeez. Tessa, the priestess, runs up and casts protection. Arthur, the sorcerer, runs up to catch up with the party. Bolton, the barbarian, stabs but misses the thug. Cassandra, the rogue, stabs. The rogue does a lot of damage. Tessa, the priestess, turns the corner and uses smite on the thug. Arthur, the sorcerer, uses a bolt of fire and hits one of the thugs. Bolton, the barbarian, stabs the rogue to death. Cassandra pulls out her bow and shoots one of the thugs, does a decent amount of damage. Tessa, the priestess, uses smite. Arthur, the sorcerer, shoots his bow and takes down the thug that just got hit with a smite spell. Bolton, the barbarian, pulls out his javelins, throws one, and kills the thug. Okay. Daggers. I'll give the daggers to Cassandra. Cassandra can carry those crude daggers that were dropped by the bandits. Door opens, and there is a bunch of bandits in here. Bolton runs in and stabs at one but misses. Cassandra pulls out her bronze short sword and runs and attacks. Tessa, the priestess, turns the corner, casts the protection spell on them. Arthur, the sorcerer, runs in the room and casts the daze spell to disorient the bandits and cause them to lose focus. Bolton, the barbarian, stabs one of the thugs. Cassandra, the rogue, stabs the other thug. Tessa, the priestess, uses the smite spell on one of the thugs. Arthur uses bolt of fire on one of the rogues who's casting spells. Bolton the barbarian runs up and cuts down one of the thugs. Cassandra the rogue stabs the rogue acolyte. Everyone's going to town on this one acolyte. Bolt of fire on the acolyte. Bolton stabs at the rogue acolyte. Cassandra stabs as well. Tessa uses smite on him, and he's down. Okay. Leather pants. Healing potion. Who's low on healing potions? I'll give the healing potion to the frontline tank character. There's a thug that appeared in the doorway, and Bolton ran up and stabbed them. Now that rogue. The thug is dead. Fish. Spoons, ale. Bolton ate the fish from the plate of the bandits. He opens the door up, and then there's more bandits on the inside. So Bolton charges in and stabs at one but misses. Cassandra follows suit and actually successfully lands a hit. Tessa runs in and uses smite on one of the thugs and kills him. Arthur, the sorcerer, uses bolt of fire on another thug and does a pretty decent amount of damage. Bolton the barbarian cuts down one of the bandits. Cassandra misses when she shoots. Tessa heals Cassandra. Arthur uses bolt of fire on the thug that stabbed Cassandra and does a decent amount of damage. Bolton stabs the bandit but misses. Cassandra stabs but misses. Tessa uses smite. There's a thug in the background that's behind the table that's shooting bows at the party, so she hits that one, and Arthur shoots the one that's shooting at them with the missile weapons. Cassandra's been cut by the bandit, so Bolton takes his sword and attacks him. Cassandra stabs at him. They both do pretty decent damage. Tessa uses heal on Cassandra the rogue. Arthur uses bolt of fire on the bandit and kills him. Combat end. Picked up food and some daggers from the ground. Bolton heals by eating some of their food. Picked up their food that they had, and he's gonna eat their fish to heal. There's dried meat and a bag of meal. Tessa gets the bag of meal. And there's a ladder going upstairs, so they go upstairs in this fort. Cassandra breaks out a candle. She lights it the way with her candle. And there's some goblins up on the second floor. Cassandra runs up and attacks the other goblin. Tessa turns the corner and shoots the goblin with her bow. And the pair of goblins that were up here are now dead. So they turn the corner to more goblins. Bolton cuts down one. Cassandra cuts down the other, almost killing it. Tessa uses her bow because she's low on energy. Shoots the goblin but misses. Arthur casts bolt of fire on a goblin in the background. Bolton stabs at the goblin, cuts him down. Cassandra runs up and stabs one of the goblins and kills it. Tessa shoots the goblin that was hit with the bolt of fire, and he's nearly down. Arthur uses bolt of fire on another goblin in the room. runs up and cuts down a goblin. Cassandra runs up and cuts down the other goblin, almost killing it. Tessa shoots the goblin, and there's one goblin left. And Arthur the sorcerer uses bolt of fire and incinerates the last goblin. And the goblins had some coins that were picked up. You open the box and find a jumble of some torn up scrolls. There's a box in the room I just opened up. Some are papyrus, some are fine vellum, brought from the surface. All of them have been torn up and misused, and disgustingly stained by the goblins. Remembering what you learned on the job board in Silvar, you dig deep into the mess. At the bottom, you find several scrolls that have somehow resisted the goblin vandalism. The scrolls are covered with strange runes and diagrams. You wipe them off, roll them up, and store them away. And here, there's a fine robe. I'll take the stairs back down to the first floor. Arthur the sorcerer uses heal on himself because he was hit a few times by those goblins. They're ranged weapons. Party stacks up behind a door on the first floor. They were in the kitchen when they attacked the group of bandits. Bolton is about to enter the door in the north wall. Open, and there's thugs in the room. Bolton charges in, stabs one, kills him instantly. Cassandra runs up, stabs the other one, nearly kills him. Tessa, the priestess, shoots that thug and kills him. Arthur runs up, bolt of fire on the other thug in the room. The other thug's almost dead. Bolton runs up and stabs the thug off to the west. Cassandra runs up and hits the thug that was hit with the bolt of fire. Tessa runs into the room and with her bow shoots one of the thugs into the side room that's hiding away. Arthur runs in and backs up Bolton with a bolt of fire. Bolton stabs the bandit. Cassandra follows and stabs him as well. Tessa shoots the other thug in the room. Arthur uses bolt of fire on that thug in the room, and that's the last thug, and they're dead. Bolton opens up the door. Rusty helmet. Bandages are in the room. Bandages, some blankets, pillows, and an old rusty helmet. Copper coins. Studded belt. And some bread. Put the studded belt on. And the original belt he had, gave it to Tessa the priestess, who didn't have a belt. So my party has some belts. Electrum bauble. Cavewood bow. Okay, cavewood bow. Well, the cavewood bow I'll equip with Tessa, because Tessa has been using the bow more than anyone else, so she'll put her old crude bow down. Electrum bauble, armor plus 2%. And she'll wear the electrum bauble. Very minor enchantment, but she's wearing it nonetheless. A young man steps out of his chambers to confront you, muttering the beginnings of a spell of protection. One brief look tells you he is but an inexperienced apprentice. Among these humble brigands, however, his humble powers have earned him a position of leadership. As he examines you, his lip curls in an arrogant sneer. Another day, another group of Avernite adventurers, another set of treasures for our stores. I am Arcanist Peregrine, and you have earned your doom. Arcanist? You are no wizard, kid. Peregrine is smart enough to work magic, but too dumb to see his own limitations, which are considerable. You dare question my skills? For that you will die in a fire. Say, I was attacked by a brigand named Legrin. Ever see him? Peregrine looks surprised. Yes, Legrin came here, tried to join us. I turned him away. I could see naked ambition in his eyes. He went south, probably dead now. I will rid Avernum of your pernicious presence. Peregrine raises his hands, and a ball of flame appears between them. Do your worst. Conversation ends. Start combat. Bolton the barbarian runs up and misses. Cassandra stabs him. Tessa turns the corner and shoots at him with her bow. Arthur casts Bolt of Fire on Arcanist Peregrine. Bolton, the barbarian, runs up and misses when trying to attack. Arcanist Peregrine misses when Cassandra shoots. Tessa shoots at him as well and does a minor amount of damage. Arthur the sorcerer uses Bolt of Fire and does a decent amount of damage on him. Bolton the barbarian does a decent amount of damage with his sword. Cassandra attacks and does a decent amount of damage with her weapon. Tessa shoots with her bow and does a pretty decent amount of damage with that. Bolt of Fire from the sorcerer Arthur. Bolton stabs at but misses the Arcanist. Oh crap, I pressed the wrong button. I need to get Tessa out of there. Cassandra use heal, or Tessa the priestess uses heal on Cassandra, because Cassandra's nearly dead. Arcanist gets a Bolt of Fire right in the face. Bolton runs up and misses. Cassandra stabs the giant rat. Tessa shoots at Arcanist, but does very little damage. Arthur uses a Bolt of Fire on Arcanist. Bolton the barbarian does a pretty decent amount of damage on the Arcanist. Cassandra the rogue runs up and stabs him. Tessa the priestess shoots the Arcanist, and the Arcanist is down. Arthur the sorcerer shoots the giant rat summoned by the Arcanist, and the Arcanist is down. This robe is heavy. It goes to Tessa. Bolton eats some of the bread and gives the mushrooms to Cassandra. Cassandra consumes one of the mushrooms and consumes the other one to regain her hit points. And in the floor of the room there's a gold necklace and an apprentice belt. The apprentice belt's going to go to Arthur the sorcerer. There are several parchment scrolls on these shelves. You examine them briefly. They're covered with strange writings. Try to decipher it. You can improve your knowledge of the spell Call Beast here. You concentrate and try to memorize it. With work, you gain more proficiency with the spell. Okay. What's... Okay. Pet gets War Chant for 7 turns. That's pretty cool. And opening this up in silver coins, gold coins, some old robes and cloaks, but a healing potion, which I'll give to Cassandra. Nice. And in the next room are more thugs. So Bolton charges in and stabs at one but misses. Cassandra runs in and stabs the thug and hits. Tessa the priestess shoots the thug with her bow and kills him. Arthur steps in the doorway, gets a Bolt of Fire out, and flings it at one of the thugs, and does a lot of damage. Bolton the barbarian runs up and cuts down one of the thugs. Cassandra the rogue follows and does something similar with the other thug, and combat. Thugs are all taken care of, pretty much. Nothing of interest. Soul thread. Oh, bronze shield. I'll give this bronze shield to the rogue, Cassandra. Nah, wait, I'll keep that to sell. I'll sell it. Screw it. It's another chest. What's in the other chest? Dice, whip, and a crude dagger. It's not worth worrying about. That's just junk. There's just some junk on the ground. So what's in here? There's a heavy door here, blocked by timbers and large piles of rubble. The brigands have been trying to dig their way through the mess, but they haven't had any luck. Heavy door. There's a barrel over here. It's just got trash in it. There's a bunch of giant rats in this room. Flinging spells at the giant rats in the room. One of the giant rats is down. Bolt stabs the giant rat. Cassandra stabs the other giant rat. Tessa. You notice out of the corner of your eye that a brick is protruding from the wall in the northwest corner of the room. Very suspicious. Almost makes you want to push it and see what happens. Okay. One of the last giant rat just attacked Bolton, who cuts it down with his sword. Iron short sword. Candle and lantern. Goes to the rogue, who goes through and finds some crystals. I'll give her all the loot. Trowel, clay jug. Alright. Oh, look. The brick protruding opened up a back door into the room that was blocked off. What's in here? Silver coins, pipe, pincer, bolt of cloth. Value for... Okay, I'll take the cloth. Bar of iron, shielding potion. That's something that the barbarian should keep his hands on. In fact, he should put that in his belt of quick access items. A skull. The barrel of garbage looked from a distance like it might have something useful in it. Closer inspection, however, reveals it to merely be a barrel of garbage. Oh no, garbage. Dun dun dun. So, what's in the center of this fort? This room has a goblet, just some junk lying around. More trash. Yeah, this is basically an empty area in the center that had like nothing of value in it. Yeah, I wound up clearing this place out. All the bandits are dead and gone. Mage's scrolls, protruding brick. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Walner. Have to go back to Fort Duff now. I walk up, talk to Captain Johnson. We did it. We killed the brigand commander, and he was tough too. You report to Captain Johnson that you managed to defeat the magically talented commander of the brigand fortress. Not bad, he says. That is a job which has defeated the best efforts of our warriors for months. Johnson produces a helmet and small pouch and gives them to you. The pouch is filled with semi-precious stones. Excellent bartering tools. Thank you again for your help. Alrighty. Not money. I made bank. That's a bronze helmet he gives. So I'm going to put the bronze helmet on, better than the rusty helmet. Weighs the same. It's plus 4%. And the other person I needed to go to was Walner, who was around the corner. And I returned the scrolls and completed the quest. Walner, what can a sage do? I don't need any potions. Healing potions I could make, but I'm not looking for that. Bolton the Barbarian, he's gonna get another level of strength, another level of melee weapons, and magic and miscellaneous. How about a level of cave lore? Traits! Nice. Okay, how about quick learning plus 5 experience for Bolton? That's pretty nice. Cassandra gets another unit of strength, melee weapon damage, tool use. Quick learning. Plus 5%. Cassandra. Plus 1 intelligence. Priest spells. I'll give her a point of mage spells. Summoning focus. That's nice. Elemental focus, blessing focus. How about everyone gets quick learning? Nah, wait, how about healing focus, blessing focus. Blessing focuses. Each level increases the effect of your blessing spells by 5%. I'll just do quick learning. That'll be a nice perk if everyone takes it at this low level. Arthur the Sorcerer gets an intelligence point. Gets mage spells and a level of magical efficiency, and what the hell, everyone gets a point of quick learning. So why not? Now Tessa the Priestess has 1 point of this. She can call Beast. Okay. I now have a... See, the Bolt of Fire spell does 1 point of... costs 1 point of magicka or mana or whatever. And an energy cost for Smite spell, which does more damage, but the energy cost is 4. So that it's just eating away most of my damage if I have... Oh wait, I need to go to the guy. I'd like to sell something. Sell the helmet, bolt of cloth, bar of iron. Cassandra, just sell all of this extra stuff. Bum 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 bum. Now I have 761 coins. Now I went to the smith and sold all my crap that I got while raiding the Bandit Fortress. Let me see. Go to Carol. What can you do? What rituals can you teach? Protection. I want to increase protection spell, but protection, that's 280. So if I do both casters get increased protection, it'll just, that will not be good for my, that will not be good because it will just cost too much, but yeah. I'm going to see if I can go to Formello. So the Neffel Fortress is not an easy thing to go raid. And there's Formello. You have encountered a large cavern completely settled up by Avernites. Most free, flat space has been taken up by well-tended mushroom fields and rambling stone farmhouses. Guards patrol the area, keeping the nearby hordes of hostile humanoids at bay. In the center of the cavern, you can see a large city bustling with activity. This is clearly a vibrant, productive area, far more so than you ever expected when you were sent to Avernum. Formello. You enter the proud city of Formello, trading hub of all northeastern Avernum. Even the constant warfare with the Nephilim can't entirely dim the buzz of activity going on all around you. You take a moment to listen to the haggling of the merchants and smell the giant lizards. For a moment, you can almost pretend you're in one of the cities on the surface, except for the fact that everyone is deathly pale and always afraid. For Mellow. This is the Dark Pinnacle, which is the tavern. And there's a sage somewhere in here. I need to find him. Vermes Center, training for bold and stylish adventurer. Okay, that's cool. That's not my point of coming to Formello. Great library of Formello. Speakers of holy chants. Get priest spells, which isn't that bad. Fine arms. Livestock. Bernie's brews. Fine arms. Yeah. What can I learn of the speakers of the holy chants? Claudette. You see an old woman in white robes. She wears a small gold ankh around her neck and radiates peace and calm. Welcome, my child, she says. Welcome to the temple of the speakers of holy chants. I am Mother Claudette. I provide a place of peace, refuge, and acceptance, and knowledge if desired. We met someone named Caius. He told us to mention his name to you. Ah, yes, Caius was a wise acolyte and a good friend. I thank you for passing on his regards. I am glad to hear that he is well. Can you help us learn more priest spells? Her face lights up. Oh, you're wandering healers, wanderers of the faith, she sighs. I've been so busy running the church, helping the mayor, and curing what wounds I can. It would be wonderful if others had the skills to help in the struggle, she thinks. If you want, you could buy some spells for a modest donation. What would you be doing right now if it were not for the wars and evil and such? I would be doing research, not on magic, on the history of priests in Avernum. It fascinates me. I wish I could continue looking for information on the first priest down here. Perhaps I could help you. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? That would be wonderful. Before the war with the Nephilim started, I was going to the north to speak with the dragon Motrox. I heard he had a scroll describing one of the first priests they hear. Go there and recover it, and I would be appreciative. I would like to learn. Let's see now. Oh, man. This is nice, but it costs a lot of money. Man, I need more money before I go deal with that. Great library. Oh, Miles. I would like to purchase a spell. Icy rain, spray acid. Okay. What? Oh, learn icy rain. There we go. Improved bolt of fire. There we go. I've used almost all of my spells. I now have an area effect damage spell for Arthur the Sorcerer. And bolt of fire. Oh, wow. Bolt of fire level 2 will strike for 23 to 59 fire damage, but there's a chance that it will do the same amount to a foe near the target. That's pretty awesome, actually. But Icy Rain, it's worth getting a area of effect damage spell. It's always worth that. So I'm going to go... I'm not rushing to do that. I have a Nephil Fortress to raid. I'm leaving for Mellow. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself because I still have Nephilim Fort and the Bat Swarm problem. I have other problems that I have not resolved yet. I just wanted to get nicer equipment. Let's see now, what's through here? The already moist and sulfurous tunnels of Avernum grow even more humid in this direction. You think you're approaching some sort of fumarole or other volcanically active location. As you walk east, you see many large bats flying near the ceiling of the eastern gallery, as if they are following you or hunting you. Come on, bandit. Not bandits, but, let's see now. You are at the mouth of a high-ceilinged cavern, filled with the reek of guano and the large squeaking of a multitude of bats. The goblin body at the entrance provides a fair warning. The bats here aren't the warm, cute, cuddly bats you are used to. Okay. Corpse, copper coins, and a healing potion. Nice healing potion. I'll give them scrolls. 2. Speed burst. I'll give the speed burst scroll to this lady. She can use her scrolls. I'll give Cassandra that food. Cassandra can light up the area. Quick save. They walk in and there's some bats. Bolton pulls out a javelin and throws it at one of the bats. It does a decent amount of damage. Cassandra shoots the bat with her bow and nearly kills it. Tessa the priestess shoots her bow at the bat and it's down. Arthur the sorcerer uses bolt of fire on one of the bats. It does a pretty decent amount of damage. Bolton the barbarian pulls out his iron short sword and stabs the bat. Cassandra the rogue pulls out her bronze short sword and stabs and kills the bat that had just run up to the party. Tessa the priestess shoots the bat with her bow. Arthur uses bolt of fire and takes out the bat. Bolton cuts down the bat. Cassandra takes out her crude bow and shoots one of the bats. Tessa the priestess walks up and shoots another bat. But Arthur uses his new spell, Icy Rain, on the there's a crowd of bats. 2 of them are now killed. Bolton the barbarian cuts down one of the bats. Cassandra pulls out her bronze short sword and cuts down the other bat. End combat. On the ground. Bat swarms. What was my quest for bat swarm? Slay 10 of the bats. I'm going to kill as many bats as I can get my hands on. Fuck these bats. They are a nuisance and they're attacking people. Oh, looks like there's a button over there. Arthur turns the corner and uses bolt of fire. Ended that bat. What's on the ground over here? Crude javelins and a bronze helmet. Okay, I'm taking that. Button opens up a corridor. What's in the corridor? And okay. Gold ring, flawed crystal, and a lamp. Lamp, lanterns, and a scroll of spell ward. Oh, that's nice. Spell ward. Keep that. Alrighty. There's a bunch of... wow, that's a lot of bats. Bolton runs up and cuts one down. Cassandra stabs another one. Tessa shoots the bat. Kills it. Arthur follows up, huddles up with the party and casts bolt of fire and hits one of the bats. Bolton pulls out the javelins and throws it at one of the bats. Cassandra uses a bow on the bat that's attacking Tessa and kills it. Tessa uses her bow on one of the bats, and Arthur uses ice spell and does a lot of damage and kills 2 of the bats. Bolton uses a short sword and kills the last bat. Cassandra pulls out her short sword and combat is over. Leather bracers. This raid on the bat caves is going pretty well. Giant rat. Bolton runs in and attacks. Cassandra runs up and follows suit and stabs the brat. Tessa, the priestess, shoots one of the rats with her bow. Arthur the sorcerer uses the spell Icy Rain on one of the rats and kills 2 of them, wounds a large fierce rat that seems to be the boss of this part. Oh no, there's another fierce rat. These are not slouches. giant rat gets cut down by Bolton. Cassandra stabs another giant rat. Tessa takes a step back and shoots one of the giant rats with her bow, killing it. Arthur pulls out a bolt of fire and hits the second fierce rat. It does a decent amount of damage. Bolton the barbarian cuts down one of the giant rats. Cassandra stabs a fierce rat, the stronger one. Tessa the priestess uses minor heal on Bolton the barbarian and heals him completely. Arthur uses icy rain on the group of fierce rats, kills one of them and damages the other. Bolton stabs the fierce rat and kills it. Combat over. Priestdale. Let's not waste that. He eats. Well, he uses some bandages to heal. Giant rat around the corner. Cassandra comes up and kills it. Leather greaves. Leather greaves goes to Cassandra the rogue. There's nothing else in this part, but there's a bunch of crystals everywhere. And what's around the corner? Further down the halls seems to be more giant rats. Bolton the barbarian cuts one of the fierce rats. There's a large rat in the room. Cassandra runs up and stabs it, does a lot of damage. Tessa the priestess shoots the fierce rat with her bow. Arthur gets a bolt of fire out and shoots it at one of the giant rats, and that was nice. The bolt of fire hit two giant rats together. So Bolton swings at one of the giant rats and kills it. Cassandra swings at the other giant rat, kills it. There's a fifth and final undamaged rat. Cassandra uses her bolt of fire spell on it and does 26 damage. It's a lot. And Arthur uses bolt of fire and kills it. There we go. 68 in gold coins. 68 coins of gold. There's a corpse down here, but first, there's an escaped experiment rat. Bolton runs up and cuts it. Cassandra follows suit and stabs it. Wow. Tessa uses protection on the party. Arthur the sorcerer uses heal on Bolton the barbarian. Wow. Bolton the barbarian stabs, but misses. Cassandra stabs and hits. Bolton the barbarian has been healed. Cassandra's been healed. But these rats are not screwing around. Bolton and Cassandra switch places. Bolton misses, Cassandra misses. Oh, wow. Tessa uses curing on Cassandra. Arthur uses healing on Cassandra. Jeez, these people are not screwing around. Bolton misses. Tessa uses return life on the scroll of return life on Cassandra. Tessa uses a scroll of group heal and heals everyone. Arthur uses icy rain on the group of giant rats. Bolton the barbarian swings at the escaped experiment. Cassandra uses backstab on the rat. Tessa heals Bolton the barbarian who's taking damage. Arthur uses icy rain on the group of rats and damages them all. Bolton stabs the escaped experiment rat. Cassandra walks up and tries to swing at it. Tessa heals Bolton. Arthur casts curing to cure the poison on Bolton. vapor rat and escapes. Cassandra stabs the escaped experiment rat. Tessa gets her bow and shoots the escaped experiment rat, and it's dead. Arthur uses curing on Bolton. Bolton swings at the vapor rat. Cassandra cuts at the vapor rat, and it's dead. Tessa uses curing on Okay. That was pretty wild. Tessa's gonna heal everyone in the party. And there's a button on the wall. That looks like a pretty advanced area. I'm not gonna mess with it at this point. I'm gonna go see what's around here. Oh, there's another giant rat, and it's been killed in one hit by Bolton. Girdle of Strength. That is going to go to Bolton the Barbarian. Steel Ward. And a flawed crystal. There's a bunch of crystals in here. Cassandra the Rogue is collecting all the crystals. Okay, those what the rats had. Okay. Quick save, now that I've fought a boss enemy. Smoldering Bat. Bolton the Barbarian breaks out his javelins and throws a javelin at the bat and misses. Cassandra the Rogue gets her bow out and shoots at the rat and hits. Tessa gets her bow and shoots at the rat. It's a bat. Smoldering Bat. I'm getting it completely wrong, sorry. Arthur uses Smite on the Smoldering Bat. Bolton pulls out a sword and cuts it down. Cassandra pulls out her sword and just kind of holds the line. Tessa uses heal on Bolton. Arthur walks up a bit closer and uses Icy Rain on the Smoldering Bats that have just entered the room. It does a pretty decent amount of damage. Bolton runs up to the Smoldering Bat and stabs at it. Cassandra stabs at it. So all of the Smoldering Bats are pretty well wounded. So Tessa uses... How about she... Instead of attacking, she heals Cassandra, who's been wounded. Smoldering Bats. Flamethrower. Flamethrower Bats, that's great. Arthur uses Icy Rain on the bats. 2 of them have been slain, and there's 1 left. Bolton cuts the last one down. And combat. Tessa is going to heal the entire party of adventurers with her healing spell. More Smoldering Bats. Bolton throws a javelin and hits the first one. Cassandra uses her bow and shoots that one. Tessa uses her bow on the Smoldering Bat. Arthur the Sorcerer shoots the Smoldering Bat. Bolton breaks out his sword and cuts the Smoldering Bat. Cassandra rushes up and stabs the Smoldering Bat that just run out. Tessa shoots it and kills it. Arthur shoots the Smoldering Bat. Bolton uses a healing potion and cuts down the bat. Cassandra pulls her bow out and shoots one of the bats. Tessa shoots one of the other bats that just ran in. Arthur shoots the Smoldering Bat. Bolton cuts at the Smoldering Bat. Cassandra pulls out her sword, stabs. Tessa shoots the Smoldering Bat and kills it. Arthur shoots Smoldering Bat, misses. Bolton shoots the cuts the Smoldering Bat and knocks it out of the air. Tessa the Priestess heals Bolton, completely healing him. Smoldering Bat. go. Party has ended combat, and in here are a bunch of ghouls and barrow whites and really advanced enemies. Bolton cuts this Cassandra. Stabs the slime. Tessa uses heal. Bolton energy potion. And uses icy rain on the enemies in the room. Attacks both of the searing slimes. Bolton cuts and misses. Cassandra cuts and misses. Tessa uses protection. Arthur uses curing. Bolton uses a healing potion and cuts the searing slime. Damn it. That bitch died again. Uses that. Icy rain and kills one of them. Heal. Uses curing. Oh shit, wrong button. Bolt of fire on the searing slime. And it's dead. Come. Oh shit. Bolt of fire. Come on, ghouls. Tessa, heal herself. Arthur shoots the ghoul and takes it down. Ghoul has been killed. Tessa uses smite on the ghoul. Arthur uses bolt of fire on the ghoul. It's nearly dead. Arthur uses bolt of fire again, and the ghoul is down. Tessa heals herself. And this is close. Arthur calls a beast. Tessa turns the corner and shoots one of the ghouls in the room. Oh, that was Arthur shooting it. Sorry. Tessa switches places, heals herself. Arthur uses bolt of fire on the ghoul. Does 29 damage. And the zombie uses... Okay, group heal. Tessa uses a scroll of group heal, and she uses smite on the ghoul. Arthur uses bolt of fire on the ghoul, and the ghoul is down. Oh, that's not good at all. Tessa uses that crud. Arthur uses bolt of fire on the barrow white. How much? She has 15. So she switches to her dagger. Oh, geez, that sucks. She heals herself. Arthur takes a few steps back and uses bolt of fire on the barrow white. Misses. She regenerates. Okay, Tessa walks back. Barrow white takes bolt of fire. Fling bolt of fire. Fling bolt of fire. I might have to run away. Heal yourself. Run away. Does days work? Heal Arthur. I'm gonna run away. Use all bees. Cassandra, run away. Or Tessa, excuse me, run away. Arthur, you're gonna run away as well. This Barrow White is too fucking powerful. Pardon my French. Arthur, run away. Why is that son of a... I'm gonna see if I can... That's an enemy that I need my tank to deal with. My tank is down for the count. I gotta go back. Let me see if I can... Does this automatically heal when I go back to town? I'm curious. Oh, goblins. Nice. Tessa. Cave with bow on the goblin. Arthur uses icy rain on the big group of goblins. Most of them are dead. Tessa pull out her dagger. Stabs a Nephil. Icy rain on the goblins and Nephil. She stabs the Nephil and kills it. What's getting picked up? It's belt, crew dagger, and combat. It's not worth it. Oh shit, the allies come back. Okay, so Arthur and Tessa get to level up. So Tessa, you're gonna get a point of intelligence. And how about 1 point each of mage spells and priest spells? You know what now? How about arcane lore? Arthur, you get intelligence, combat, magical efficiency is pretty nice, but mage spells, priest spells. Yeah. Arcane lore, screw it. I need to dump some points into arcane lore so I can get... Next level up I get, I will be able to... I'd like to be able to get... the thingy, hang on. Well, this guy has... They have the junk, don't they? Well, they still got the crap I picked up off... I'll sell the crap that I picked up. Yeah, why not? So it wasn't a complete loss. I'm going to sell crap that I picked up. Bronze helmet, ring, crystals, 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 pants. The loot is getting sold. Okay, so I had like 70 coins after buying all them spells, so that steel ward scroll, you can get scrolls. Okay, so it hasn't been a complete loss. My party is now healed. Where do I go for the Bandit Swarm quest? Bat Swarm, excuse me. Gary the Innkeep in Silvar. Oh, I have to go all the way to Silvar. I'm going to go to Silvar, turn in the quest, because I killed 10 of them. I'll get the reward for the quest that I just basically kind of completed. I didn't run away from bats. I ran away from the bad guys. The Barrow White, that was just too hard for me to defeat that Barrow White. It's too advanced. And job board is... There's no more quests. This must be one of the last quests on the job board. Gary the Innkeep. I got 100 coins and some experience points, which is nice. The party goes back. The next thing I need to do... What are the quests? I beat the quest for the Bat Cave. There's the Nephilim problem. What are my quests? Nephilim problem, the Motrax quest for Mellow's Mayor, and picks and shovels. I need to find picks and shovels somehow. That's not very high on my to-do list, though. This is the next quest, and I'm going to save it here and just call it a day. Gang. Alright, thank you very much for stopping in and checking out my live stream. May the wind be at your back, or whatever they say in Skyrim, and all that. Now, I'm going to close. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.